Hi Paddy and Des, you're very welcome to Scoilbhríde here in Paulstown. My name is Brian Healy, I'm the new principal here. We've always been very passionate in Scoilbhríde about ESD and we're also a green school. And I'm wondering what tips and tricks you could give us to help promote the Green Schools initiatives and to give the children a sense of respect for their environment and respect for the earth through gardening.
Hello Paddy, I'm Aisling Dunphy. Myself and Aidan Fitzhenry teach junior and senior infants. It's January. What would you suggest we do with our classes in gardening this springtime?
Thank you. This is what I would recommend for junior and senior infants. So in late February or early March, what I do is I would find the sugar snap peas here and the Munch 2 peas. You can buy them in a garden centre or online, and we would put them in damp toweling tissue to get them sprouted fast, because at this age the children like to see instant results. So you just wrap the peas in their damp toweling tissue and wrap them up. There's two escaped from me, and put them in there. So if you have 30 in the class, I would recommend putting in about 40 seeds, just in case some of them don't germinate and we don't want to disappoint anybody. So we put them into a Ziploc bag where they'll be nice and warm, and just label that there. These are Munch 2 peas, Munch 2 peas, and date them. And then put them in a dark, warm place, such your hot press at home, or in the classroom. You can put them into a little cardboard box, put them beside a radiator where it is nice and warm. Now, they will take about 3 or 4 days to germinate. When they're germinated, remove the seeds, give each child a sprouted one, and then having maybe made the biodegradable pots beforehand, you could sow one seed in each of them. So to make a biodegradable pot from a toilet roll, very simple. Just make 4 slits here on the bottom, look, and then fold it over like that. Or you could use a toweling tissue tube, cardboard tube. You get 2 pots out of that. Fold it over, fill with peat-free compost. Get the children then to put a hole in it about 2.5 centimeters deep. Put the seedling in very, very carefully. And you could also, if you don't want to use them, you could use a modular tray, fill it with peat-free compost, and the same thing. And then you put them into a light box when they're like that. Now these have been growing for over 2 weeks, and you can see that they're well growing. But the reason for the light box is so that in a classroom they will all get the same amount of light, especially if you make it face it towards a window. A lot of seedlings growing in the classroom grow long and straggly, which is not good. We have a link below on how to make a light box, and also how to make biodegradable pots. So after, we'll say, a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, early or late March, for example, or early April, it's time to plant them outside. At that stage, about a week before planting outside, take the tray outside during the day to harden them off, and bring it in again in the evening. This just gets them accustomed to growing outside. And we have a video on the link below on growing Munch 2 in a bag under a wigwam outdoors.
Thank you, Paddy, for visiting our school and our junior and senior infants classes. We look forward to working on your suggestions in spring.
Hello Paddy, my name is Aisling Hennessy, and myself and Colette Holden teach 1st and 2nd class here in school. It's January time now. What would you suggest that we do in our garden this springtime?
Thank you, Colette and Aisling. So for first class, I'd recommend sowing main crop peas such as Kelvin and Wonder or green shaft peas. I'd grow them in window boxes. You could grow them, or you could get a gutter pipe like this one and sow them the seeds in the classroom about 2.5 centimeters deep and 5 centimeters apart, and you sow them in a zigzag pattern. These were sown about 2 weeks ago, so you can see that the little seedlings have come up. When you're in the classroom, you can see that we have one side here completely sealed with duct tape, like that, and this one has a little slit on it there. So in the classroom, you could put a brick or something under the pipe here and slope it, put a tray on the other end there to collect any water. When you're watering it like this, you could use a bottle with holes in the top. This makes sure that the water dribbles in like that and you don't slosh the seedlings around. So when these are about 10 centimeters tall, hand them off outside for about a week, and then bring them out to a bed that has had well-rotted manure or compost added to it, and grow them outdoors. It'll probably be late March, early April at this stage. And below we have a link on growing main crop peas using gutter pipes. So for second class then, I'd concentrate on salads. For example, a beetroot, I'd sow them indoors probably in about mid-March, again in modular trays like this, so one per cell. Now sometimes these come up, and you can see here we have failures. These were sown about 2 weeks ago as well, and we have some failures, but that's what gardening teaches you, resilience. Now sometimes even though you put in one seed in here, sometimes 2 or 3 seedlings can come up. So when they're about 2.5 centimeters high, you remove the weakest ones and just leave the stronger ones. When these then are about 5 centimeters tall, 5 to 8 centimeters tall, you can plant them outside in a window box or in a bed. The next thing you can grow with them are lettuces. And remember, there are 2 types of lettuces you can sow. These are the headed lettuce, and then you have the cut and come or the loose leaf. So with the headed lettuces, again with modular trays here, I would sow 2 seeds per cell, and they would be sown probably in late March. Late March for the lettuces. You barely cover the seeds. In my case here, I've used stuff called vermiculite. You can buy it in a garden centre. It keeps them moist, but it also allows the seedlings to come through without any barriers. Now these have been growing for a couple of weeks, you can see. So I'll tin them out. This is the weaker seedling here. So we'll tin them out, and they can be planted out after hardening off for a week around early April. Now with the cut and comes, you'd sow 3 to 5, so because you'll have them in bunches. You can see these have come up too, and again do the same thing, harden them off before planting them out in April, either in window boxes, they would be ideal, or you could put them in a raised bed. So, and then the next thing you can do with second class here, I'm sowing these scallions here. And these ones, again, I have the mix of seed compost here, which I made myself. Same for these. I mixed 50% peat-free compost and 50% horticultural sand. Seedlings don't require a rich compost. So with the scallions or the spring onions, you sow 10 seeds per cell. And as you see, these have been growing for a couple of weeks, and they've come up, and when they come up a bit taller, you'd plant these out again in April outside in window boxes. You could plant them in window boxes, or you could plant them in a raised bed. About 25 centimetres apart would be a good distance. Same with the lettuces outside.
Well, I'm Angela Marnell, and thank you for visiting our school. First and second class, we'll be very happy to try out some of your suggestions.